was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And, David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games, the team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep them block out all the noise.
They'll run play action. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the left. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Kennick is having a conniption fit to try to help the D on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the catch. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Huskers are on the move. The play fake on first down to throw. Gets it to the back. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got his man. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is, now can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next one?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Handoff to the lone back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Cornhuskers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, Nebraska! First score of the game goes up.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting at this squad.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it out. It's Meyer. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So Iowa's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense. And if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Might as well give it to him again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch it. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. The offense changing the play. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Quickly complete. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Hawkeyes have moved it inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He got it! They will score! Touchdown, Hawkeyes! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
Took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Singleton. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Gets it out fast. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of one, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. Always a treat to be here in Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the second quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. They'll try to pop the draw. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Right down the gut of the field. 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Throws to the tight end. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Dixon. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catch a big fella.
Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Pointer. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw again. It's complete on the right side. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. The Huskers have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. He wants to throw it. Gets it out quickly. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a... on 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Fielded in the end zone. It's Meyer. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They go to the ground. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. And the Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to sling it on second down. Quick strike complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone feeder. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job. In the pass, and that's his. Of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Yeah, nice job on the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job on the defense.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Took a shot as he threw.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden, on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. Try to get it to the edge. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Looking down the middle. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. So they gamble on fourth down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
Fourth and long. I mean, what just fourth and short? Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there? Fourth down and long. No problem. I got this in the first half.
And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Hawkeyes will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Attempt to try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Kennick is having a connection fit to try to help the knee on third down. He's looking downfield to throw, using the quick game. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Hester. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. The tag. Touchdown, Hawkeye. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Going right to work up top. Bringing the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Cornhuskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. Got his man down the middle. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
And the Huskers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Meyer. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has the ball back on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive line,
he wants to take the top off. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. They'll mark him down right there. And how about that play and picking up a chunk of yardage?
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
There's a very high standard and a high bar when you're playing defense at Nebraska. You always hear people talk about the black shirts. Well, this guy right here, he fits into that because...
There he goes! They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Touchdown, Iowa! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Off play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pointer. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Downs after the completion. Handoff to the lone back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Wants to fire on second down. Takes the easy completion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Running to Green. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's fourth down. Will they bring out the punt team? The Huskers decide to punt it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Finds his tight end. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got a chance. Takes it past the marker. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. And the Hawkeyes are flying down the field.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
The Hawkeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the 1st down out of the Wildcat.
That's a risky play call there, 4th and a couple of yards, and you turn around, you hand it to your running back, you say, my guy's a better athlete than any of yours on defense, and he's going to find a way to keep this drive going.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
He's open on the right. Oh, the ball's out after that big play. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Yeah, the receivers got to do a better job in ball security there with all those defenders trying to rip it free. And this offense is lucky they were able to jump on it to keep possession.
The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. After getting knocked down behind the line, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning play. to take home that W. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Trying to slam in. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. No good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He'll do it himself. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. And the problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Finds a man on the left. And he'll take it in and house it. Touch. Husker.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Iowa has the ball back on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger and put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
He's up to 113 yards on the ground, and he is within striking distance of a 2,000-yard season. And the Hawkeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
He fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the 3rd down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 fourth-down attempts, they'll try it again. Trying to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. And he launches in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Flips it out to the back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Cornhuskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Just keeps slinging it. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. And the Huskers are marching down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Dixon. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Nebraska! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown there.
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Nowhere close on that one as he got thrilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, third and long coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Just needs a crack to get a return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They march to the end zone the last time they had it, do it again, and they'll be on top. They'll go to the ground. Good enough for a first down.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big game for the offense.
Pulls and fires complete.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! They move on top here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Hubs it downfield. Complete to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived under.
There he goes. Touchdown, Iowa! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. And if you list the priorities here, Jesse, first thing, get your kicker into his comfort zone.
It's a balance here between being conservative and being aggressive. You know that a field goal obviously puts you in a position to win this game, but, David, I don't hate being aggressive here either.
No, I'm going to be aggressive. I'm not leaving it up to my kicker if I have a choice. I trust my offense. I make the plays I know I can make. I watch the clock, but I stay aggressive.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Pointer. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Makes the grab. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down. The Huskers in the hurry up. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Snagged in the middle. It's Dixon. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team, so how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack.